oath before you go further.
Thank you, Chair.
Because all we want here is the truth and nothing but the truth. We are all Nigerians. We don't have any other country. The old man sitting beside you there, irrespective of his tribe, is your brother. And that's the way it should be. You know the answer and you refused to answer until the procurement officer answered. And you know the truth. He has confirmed it that everything they said is true. They have worked, they have delivered, and you have refused to pay them. And the monies for their payment has been allocated from the Accountant General's office. Where is their money? This is the question we are asking you. We are going to put you on oath before you go further. And anything you say that is not the truth henceforth will be held against you, and it will be criminal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Chase 7 pink riders tricycle, Keke Napep, that was distributed at the military barracks. Are you aware that this thing was not captured in the 2023 Appropriation Act? Who initiated the program and how was the funds sourced? Provide the committee with the procurement plans, award letters, bill of quantity, details of the contractor and evidence of payment. Avail the committee with the names, telephone numbers and contact addresses of the beneficiaries.
Thank you very much.
Was expended and what are the projects it was expended on. The committee is of the knowledge that supplies of equipment have been purchased for this office and delivered to the same abode, and the contractor is yet to be paid. And why? So we want you to furnish us with the following information. 1, the award letter in lieu of the 150 million, the bill of quantity for these supplies, and the details of the contractor in question.
As well, but the minister has written, we sent the letter to the platform that she's going to Sierra Leone and that she will be back. She didn't tell us when she'll be back, but I was told that she came back this morning. Even I just came back from Brazil, 26 hours flight. I came back this morning around 8 a.m. and I'm here. So if you travel to Sierra Leone down there and you came in today and you are still not able to attend to the committee, well, it's fine. So they are not representing her. They are here in their own capacity to answer questions that has to do with the ministry affairs.
Released for regarding misappropriation of overhead funds released for November and December 2023 that amounts to about 1.5 billion naira. The funds were traced to some bureau de exchange, and there were accusations and counter-accusations regarding the beneficiary of the funds. Can you please explain to us the details of what happened exactly? Why the ministry was invited by the ICPC and the idea of the 1.5 billion naira accusation? Thank you.
And let me also begin by placing on record, as some of you have graciously said, that I resumed in Ministry of Women Affairs February 2024. However, I have with me today directors that were in office when these expenditures were made or when these releases were made and how they were spent. The DFA is here, the procurement team is here, and as such we believe that we should be able to tackle some of these questions to the best of our ability. Having said that, sir, I will want to call on the DFA, Mr. Aloy Fiakandu, to answer the question that has just been raised, who was here then, and of course, who graciously has been leading the teams to ICPC. Mr. Aloy, please.
It was 1.something billion overhead for December and November. Except if my ears were playing tricks on me. That was what I had. And the ICPC invitation, which I led the team with the legal advisor was not about that. It was about the transparency portal, whereby payments 5 million naira and above that went to individual accounts were highlighted, and we held discussions with them, not investigation. At the end of the day, they told us to go. If they needed us, they would call us back. That was where we stopped. That's what I know about that one, except if I missed anything, the legal advisor is here to add more. Thank you.
Okay, legal advisor.
Another opportunity. Mr. Permanent Secretary, these days or early this year, there are so many petitions from the contractors for non-payment. I believe you are aware of this. This led to all this crisis the ministry is facing. However, I need maybe to explain to the committee what was the actual release by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation to the Ministry of Women Affairs. Please brief the committee also on the following: percentage of funds released, utilized, and outstanding release. Based on committee's finding, Mr. Permanent Secretary, all capital projects were released with the exception of only one line, that is ERGP 2021-95105, Nigeria for Women Project. That is total about only 10 million naira out of your capital project. 10 billion naira. So in this situation, Mr. Permanent Secretary, can you shed more light why this crisis affecting your ministry for non-payment of contracts to billions of naira in line with the release open the so many amount of money released to you? Thank you.
2023, according to the records before me, and again I will yield the floor to the DFA, but before I do that, in 2023 we had, as a ministry, a total approved budget of 13.6 billion. Total releases were about 3.4 billion. 3.4 billion out of the 13.6 billion. And that means we had total releases of just about 25% of what was due the ministry in capitals, I think. Utilization stood at 3.4 billion, 3.419 billion. Percentage utilization, therefore, is at about 99.8%. 99.8% of what was released. The unreleased balance was about 10.2 billion. But like one of you have noted, esteemed members, that was a single item under the Nigeria for Women project that was not released, about 10.2 billion. So percentage of unrealized balance, therefore, stands at 74.9%. And unspent balance from the 3.4 billion that was released, as at today, though as we stand now, we cannot say that hasn't been spent, but it's just about 6.5 million naira, which the relevant departments have actually put in to utilize these funds. So yes, we had a budget of about 13.6, out of which only 3.4 was released, and the other, which was 10.2, was not released, but that was a single budget item. So meaning that the rest of the budget items for the ministry were released. So that is where we stand. If I have answered your questions correctly on actual releases, percentage released, percentage utilized, percentage outstanding which was about 6 million thereabout about 2-3 weeks ago, but which some approvals have been made to that extent so that the relevant departments could utilize what was left. So therefore, yes, I will agree with you that all capitals was released except for the 10 billion that was for the Nigeria for Women project. The DFA may want to shed more light on that.
No, you have not finished answering. He said there are petitions from contractors. Now you have like...
The question about the overhead releases for November and December 2023 is what I will address first. I guess there must have been a mix-up in the figures quoted, because from the appendix 11, the appendix 13 XIII we have. That's number 11 for year.
Mention the page for easy identification. Page.
That's under overhead. Sorry, I don't have the... Okay. Thank you. One second, ma'am. So, there's no page.
Don't worry, just answer the question. Answer the question. We'll check.
What?
DFA, answer the question.
I was trying to locate the page so
Okay.
that we'll all be on the same page. Mine is not paged. So that is for B, overhead, summary of releases. There is line 1, 2023.
Sorry, page 9 of the document before it is titled B, overhead, summary of releases. Page 9.
It starts with 2023-1. That is, 1 stands for January. So if we are talking about November and December overhead was released around 10:30 p.m. on 31st December 2023. That was just a few hours before the closure of overhead accounts. And the figure that came into the ministry's treasury single account was 75,450,031 naira. So that was why I started by saying that there must have been a mix-up in the figures. No?
Misappropriation of... We are going to put you on oath before you go further.
Thank you, Chair.
Because all we want here is the truth and nothing but the truth. We are all Nigerians. We don't have any other country. The old man sitting beside you there, irrespective of his tribe, is your brother. And that's the way it should be. You know the answer and you refused to answer until the procurement officer answered. And you know the truth. He has confirmed it that everything they said is true. They have worked, they have delivered, and you have refused to pay them. And the monies for their payment has been allocated from the Accountant General's office. Where is their money? This is the question we are asking you. We are going to put you on oath before you go further. And anything you say that is not the truth henceforth will be held against you, and it will be criminal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Allah, if I can...
Go ahead.
Do solemnly swear...
Your designation.
Okay. Director of Finance and Accounts, Federal Minister of Women Affairs, do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give before the committee and all the documents that I will present before the committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Today's date. Mention today's date.
Today's date is 4th of July, 2024.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Mogero, I represent Mogero Investment Resources Limited and Mabera Mujaya Investment. As our colleagues have earlier mentioned, contract was awarded to us. We have supplied some materials, including cooking stoves at Kwali and Jos. And we have all the evidence of our supplies by the store, receiving voucher, etc. However, Madam Chairperson, I'm suggesting if only the committee will consider inviting the former permanent secretary, whom the contract was awarded under his office during his tenure, that is Aliu Shinkafi. I think he will shed much more light where the committee will know how to take up the issue. Thank you, ma.
Been an award letter to supply starter pack at Bauchi State. We've received our award letter. We've done all the job. We've written a follow-up letter more than 8 times, and nothing has been done. All our documents are complete, and the amount of the contract given to us is 5,998 Naira, 6.0 kobo. Up to now, nothing has been done. I don't know, ma'am, but I think I collected this money on loan. Most especially, I'm a widow. I collected it from the bank, and I'm paying interest up to now. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, next person. Is that all? Thank you.
The school fees is about